in Indonesia. We just have a 5 in Sumba region in Indonesia. We had also in New Zealand. That was yesterday, I believe. No, today we have the New Zealand 5.9, 5.9. Fiji Island 5.6. Japan 5.9, 5.0. So we have this activity now is rising, and we were talking about a possible earthquake in Israel. Everybody is talking about it already on Monday. So this is wild to see, and it's not like me coming with such news. This is why they calm down the war news, because now they believe earthquake will hit, because they interpret the Bible like this. So let's see here what happens. Nine, 9th of August. In So here, what happened on the 9th of Av? Av is the month of August in Hebrew. So 9 of Ab, it's today, but because they count differently, so this is on Monday. So let's see what we're gonna happen. So this is the one, the 9th of Av, Tisha B'Av, Tisha B'Av, Tisha B'Av, Tisha B'Av, or Tisha B'Av, meaning 9 of Av or August. List of catastrophes so severe set aside by God for suffering. So this day, Yahweh, Jehovah will punish Israel supposedly. Then on that day, so they need to suffer every time now and then, because this is what God have agreed on with his people, the Hebrews, the Israelites. They need to suffer and even to sacrifice their own when it is needed. So this is we're not gonna talk about what this deity Yahweh wants from his tribe or his wife Israel, because the list will go all long, and we don't have time for that. All I will just say is everybody is talking about what will happen on Monday. You must remember, you see. So here, Shabbat. So this is why they are talking less about war and more about have a threat coming to Earth. We need to focus on that. This is what they are saying to the people, although not directly, indirectly. So they fear a catastrophe will come, like an earthquake or tsunami or something of that kind. So war drums have silenced now. So they're gonna shift the attention to others. They don't need this. They are feeling threatened themselves. So they don't have war. They don't want to have a war now, because they need to have their concentration on other stuff. They don't need this anymore. This is enough for them. This is why they're gonna take out the fuse, like you say, between Iran and Israel. It will slow gradually down, and you just will be in another event because the time for the previous event have finished. So this is my explanation what's going on with all this statement, and nobody's going understanding what's going on. They are talking every time we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, or not gonna do it, and who's gonna hit who and stuff. And yeah, there's still ongoing stuff. You're gonna read for Genesis. Now the Lord has said to Abraham, "Get out, to Abraham, get out of your country, from your family, and from your father's house, to a land that I will show you. I will make you a great nation. I will bless you, and I'll make you name great, and you shall be blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. And if all families of the earth shall be blessed, for Zion's sake, I will not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake, I will not rest until her righteousness goes forth as brightness, and her salvation as a lamp that burns." She's just like a bride with a lamp that burns. She's very beautiful indeed. So so yeah, this is about trying to explain why this day is important. So this is the 9th of August. Is it annual fast in Judaism, which commemorates the anniversary of number of disasters in Jewish history. So we're gonna remember the disasters, the destruction of the first temple and the second temple. So on that day, the destruction of the first and the second temple. That's why that's on Monday. They're gonna remember and maybe gonna cry and to the Western Wall and stuff like that. So this is something that. Is like a tradition every year, but because this year they have been having fights in Gaza war and Gaza and what happened last year and stuff, so they're gonna notice it like much more, and yeah, everybody will be watching Jerusalem, and that they are like preparing for something and stuff, but I believe like they have taken out their fuse that it will not. It will not go down like it was supposed to go down because the other stuff happened and they have seen it, and it's all about the skies as we know. So that is here also they talk about it, calamities. Tisha B'Av, there are not 9 days. Calamities. This is they're gonna get some kind of disaster. I don't know what kind of disaster, but I believe it's about earthquakes they are referring. Here we have this is the first temple built by King Solomon and the king of Judah, destroyed by Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar, we talked about him before, and they went to exile, and the destruction of the first temple began on the 9th of Av, and it burned down to the 10th of Av. The second temple built by Ezra and Nehemiah were destroyed by the Romans August. So it was also exiled. So all these dates in August, they had a lot of war that they were lost and they were destroyed and they were expelled. All these dates. So it's some kind of when you're dealing with like this kind of magic, and you do stuff like how can I explain to you? This is because why if you don't if you do like this stuff in witchcraft, Yahweh is a god of the witches, magic symbols. We talked about this stuff. So they do this stuff, they put this stuff, these signs, and they use it, and they put it on a paper, and and they take like hair from somebody, and like, yeah, I don't know what's called, but they like witchcraft. They mix stuff, and they burn stuff, and they hide it, and they so this is magic symbol. So when you do this stuff, sometimes the magic it goes wrong, and they get the karma 7 times. Like if they wish evil on somebody, they get the evil themselves by 7 times. So this is when they don't like they are not attached to the rules. You know, they have the rules between the deal when they like you have a deal with Yahweh, and you need to do this and that, and he will give you this and that, and like this business, you know. So I believe you talked about this before, but this is of course maybe you should know it by now that this is Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy 28, 53, 63. You will eat your children, the flesh of your sons and daughters. The Lord God given you the siege hardship. So this is verses in the Old Testament Bible, because Yahweh he felt his wife betrayed him, the most sensitive. So among you look gradually to his brother, wife he embraced, and the rest of children refused to share any of them. Flesh will eat. So they're gonna eat babies when they have these difficulties, when they lose the war. And this is if they do it like because they didn't give a sacrifice, because you need to have. So here, if you're not careful to obey all the words of this law, which are written in scroll by fearing his glorious and awesome name, Yahweh, your God. So this is like a threat. They're gonna be very hungry. They're gonna do it because otherwise we're gonna survive. Every sickness, the Lord will, Yahweh will also inflict you with every sickness and plague not recorded. So if you don't do as Yahweh says to you, this is he's talking to the Israel, to Israel, his wife. All this stuff will happen. They'll be sick. They will be like they'll be eating each other and stuff. So this is the you see, this is not from me. So this is because he needs a sacrifice, and they don't do it. Some you're supposed to do. So all these things happen. So this is we can check this. Yeah. So Yahweh commanded human sacrifice in the law of Moses. There's also evidence. So because, but it is not he do it because he want to punish, not because he's like it's his kind of punishment for Israel, his wife disobedience. So his wife cheated on him, like the Israelites went and worshiping other gods, you know. So this is why I talked about this stuff before, and you see here child sacrifice. So yeah, all this stuff nobody talk about it because of course this is very sensitive, and people they just don't want to know this stuff because it will hurt them. Especially they know they are worshiping the wrong deity. So this you see here, Yahweh, Baal. Yahweh and Baal are one. Talked about this one before. Child sacrifice was part of Yahweh. Yahweh, it was the one who killed the sea called Yam. Uh, like in Yeshua, Yah in Yeshua does not has to do anything with Yahweh. It has to do with Yam, the god of the sea, who was killed by Baal or Yahweh or Marduk, as you wish. So this stuff, people, you need to notice that this stuff they are trying to hide it away. So it's always coming, always happening, and this is what's happening also in the Holy Land, nothing else. No war is ongoing. It's just talk. They want to make it pass. So, but they know they should know by now they're gonna get we people on Earth we're gonna be hit because what happened in Gaza. That's no, that's known. That's the prophecy from the Bible. It's not me. I'm saying this happens and earthquake will follow. We will see about that. But anyways, this is the Bible saying here. So this is why I interpret this differently. So this is the one. So this is Revelation 16:20. So here we're gonna talk about this one. 7,000 will die in Jerusalem earthquake. So this is Revelation 11, verse 13. So this is what I was referring. Yeah. So this is the one. At that very hour, there's a severe earthquake and a 10 of the city collapsed. 7,000 people were killed in the earthquake, and the survivors were terrified and gave glory to Anu, or Anos, God of heaven. So yeah, now we're gonna see some pictures, and we're gonna watch the video, the previous video in slow motion. We're gonna talk about some news also. So these ones you have seen, also these ones. Yeah, I was looking into President Vladimir Putin, and something about. I can see only one eye, and I don't know if this eye is supposed to be eye, but I can't see anything here. So this is strange. I don't know. I will. Yeah, I cannot say anything. We need more pictures to see. So here, this is from. Actually, this is from today, and I have from yesterday. So this is from today. This one it was about 19:30 p.m. This is the spaceship of King Anu, the Most High. This is the first picture I caught. I was watching early today and I saw this one. So I took picture. I was not on live. This is the one. And you have one here. I believe I didn't remove this one. So this is this go here. You see how it separates? You see this stuff between the two constructions there? So this is one of the pictures. So it went from here above this building. It is here. It went all the way until here. So we do like here. We see stuff. This is a spaceship on this part and this part. So this is from yesterday. See here, 8th of August, uh, 9 p.m. almost. And we see here Spaceship of King Anu. Here we see the moon as well. The moon was looking wild. And the Spaceship of King Anu, it went to the moon and then vanished. You see here? It went to the moon and then vanished. So yeah, it's been a while this year. Stuff starting from last year and before that also wild and before that also wild. So been living wild years. I mean, event after event. We have a lot of events, and every event, you cannot understand it because another event happened, and then you need to understand the other event, and so on. And you don't get enough time. Everybody's working, and you need to do other stuff. Maybe they are doing this on purpose, as if they are trying to hide something. They don't want to say the truth. They rush with another event. Now they're gonna be talking about something else. They need to change the subject. We cannot have this subject all the time on the news. It is showing some kind of weakness, and like you don't have you're not you don't have a political life on earth because you use politics sometimes to calm down wars and stuff, but you cannot use politics. That meaning we don't have politics. We are cheering for war. We are preparing for war, but let's try to do it like silently and like not to show off because it's not anything humanity want to be associated with. There's maybe extraterrestrials. They are watching us. They are cursing every day. They are very very shameful like behavior from all people in that time, in this time, and that place, in this place on earth. Very shameful. You cannot even like advance in spirituality. We don't know what's wrong or what's right. We cannot see what is true and what's fake. It's very very shameful, and because of that situation, everything will be cut short. That is God saying, not me. Suddenly everything will finish because of this some kind of behavior that is not changing, trying to send messages to the people by subconsciousness, and try to like, yeah, nobody want war, but we cannot control it. The world is on war. You cannot, like, why we have politics and leaders? Why cannot we stop all wars and like try to make humanity rise in spirituality, and we all our needs will be fulfilled? What is this foolishness? What kind of war are you seeking? Like, what kind of war? We are advanced species and we can solve our problems without having wars. This is a warning. If you have an earthquake hit, you'll be warned. You are doing wrong on earth. You should be aware. There are extraterrestrial races. They are waiting for the body of Earth to be killed, so they can eat it. We've been warned in the Bible. Wherever there's a corpse, wherever there's a dead body, there's eagles gathering to eat from the body. And the body is the dead body of Earth, because Earth is almost dead now. Surrender to the enemy of humanity, that is the dragon. This is the dragon agenda, what's going on in the news. Wars and stuff like that. We need to stop all wars and try to work for peace. This is another warning. You are going down. Everybody will be going down if you continue on this path. The leaders need to stop the war in the Middle East and every war, everywhere, and we start from the beginning. We don't have much time left. We are going down. All, the big ones, the small ones. Nobody can hide from the face of God. And we need to repent, everybody, and think about our children and the generation that will supposedly to inherit earth, but they have nothing to inherit because we have destroyed earth physically and spiritually with our deeds. So be sure about the signs will be happening and we will have to deal with what we have done. So everything you do on earth in life, you take consequences sooner or later. You cannot kill an insect without being punished or like you get your judgment for that. So this is even though I think, oh, but this stuff, oh, this stuff is very, very, very like important. Everything you do, whether if you even in your heart, you will be judged for that. Not only killing an insect that we do, but your hate and your love is what you determine how you're gonna live the rest of your life on the infinity scale. Either you're in hell or on in paradise. So this is also this picture. You see the split here, and yeah, this is going to the moon. Like I said, and the moon is the evidence here because spaceship of King Anu went to the moon and this disappeared. And here we have it. So this is the spaceship of God, the Most High, Creator of life, who guarantee all everlasting life accordingly. All praise to the Most High, King Anu, Uranos, heaven, sky, Father of all gods. This is him. This is him in spaceship. You see the split here? Becomes two parts. Still going to the moon. This is the moon, and this is spaceship of Anu. So this is here also a split. You see how it's doing? Still going to the moon. It was not like this before, so it changed shape. The one, the moon. So this is also this is the one here going to this moon. So yeah, so I went with the warning also. I talked about this and Jerusalem. I was going on, and everybody on YouTube are doing that. I'm gonna show you. They say Monday, you're gonna war, like something will happen, Jerusalem, and so I didn't say, never say Monday. I don't know, but like the prophecy in the Bible talk about the earthquake coming to Jerusalem, and I feel it fits in the timeline that we are living today. Today, so and we see I make a correlation with the increasing earthquakes everywhere. And I believe it has the activity in Mediterranean Sea. We need to do some earthquake, like in the Middle Sea, in the Mediterranean Sea, to release the pressure, because the pressure is gathering in the Mediterranean Sea. And this will lead to something very catastrophic. And we remember what happened in Turkey. So all this region is very, very like exposed. And yeah, because what's going on, of course, all this killing and war and blood. And I talked about the volcano. The volcano, you need to have sacrifice, blood sacrifice, human sacrifice. It will explode. This is how you give food to the devil and food to Moloch, so he can eat. To give it to the volcano god. And the volcano god, he got the fire inside and it explode. So this is how you worship the devil god dragon, by giving him human sacrifice. So if you are not giving human sacrifice to your god, know that your god is uh, not demanding, that is the real God, because the other one who demands sacrifice and human sacrifice and he tells you eat your children is not God, it's a dragon. Talked about this before. So of course people they cannot believe that, because yeah, they think that they don't know how God is, he is, or like he's. They think God needs to eat, and you need to serve him food, and he likes to eat any humans. This is how they believe in God, and this is why they worship Baal, and they call him Yahweh, you call him Allah, and they do what they do, and they call it war. You see, there's no war ongoing. It's Baal worship. Talked about this before, but it needs to stop because they're gonna feel the consequences of their action very soon. All these are claiming that the war ongoing. There's no war. It's human sacrifice. This is spaceship of King Anu in front of the moon. In front of the moon. Nobody can fake such picture. You see these people. This is real. Here you see it. Spaceship of King Anu. You see how it's part, as if one part behind the moon. But I cannot say that, because otherwise we're talking about a big, huge spaceship. This is not the case here. I could have said that, but I don't want to lie to you. So here's last we see this part. Last, last part, this one. Here, you see here, this is it. Comes like one part here. To take out the screen. So yeah, and this is from yesterday. Spaceship of King Anu as well here, and this is the one here. Here also, you see the sun also was doing like giving stuff. So we're gonna watch the previous video. It was only 1 minute, but we're gonna watch it in slow motion. The spaceship of Keanu, and then we're gonna talk a little news what's going in Holy Land, like death and stuff and attacks. This is also spaceship of Keanu above the building. You see the sun how it's doing. This is here above the building as well. And here it is invincible. You don't see, we see all only lines, lines like straight lines. Here it start to show above the building, little bit here, but you see it have some kind of like, we don't know how big it is, but it's become flexible. It's become like change. It's not straight. It's like a serpent here. So here we have it as well. Now we see just only one part. And here we see only one part, but we see some kind of tail belonging to the spaceship. And then we have this. It becomes like three parts. We see two parts, and one part is hardly seen. And then it goes behind this construction, like I showed you before. So this is how many pictures I have taken from this one. So we're gonna watch this the live footage I had on my previous video in slow motion. In slow motion. So you're gonna do it, and it starts here actually. So this is slow motion, of course. El Elyon, God of Israel, uh, the prophet, father of Jesus Christ, and father of all, God, creator of all life. This is spaceship of King Anu, or spacecraft of King Anu, filmed when I was on live in my previous video. It was called World War III and Spaceship of King Anu. No, 003, 004. So here it comes behind the construction again, and we have a second part here. So this is the second part here where it continues. It continues what past the construction, and it goes further. You see how it went very fast, but we have made this to slow motion, so everyone can see it and believe it. So now we see how it is flexible, like changing shape and form before it maybe it will land in the horizon like it usually do. So here it changed, it becomes white like a sphere. It was not like this before. So here it went down behind the building. You cannot see it. Maybe we see one last picture of this spacecraft sighting. Here we see it a little bit. This is the, you see it went behind the construction, and then we see it again. Now it's gonna land. It's landing. It's leaving stuff behind. Landing. So here I lost it. Oh no, I have. I was trying to command, but I was excited, of course. This footage is nice because it goes across the screen from like right to the left, and although we don't see from the beginning, but we see a whole lot. So yeah, that was nice to watch. Maybe we have something here more. So I was showing, I believe that showing the date when this happened. So I was showing the date. It was on live. It was not like I was recording live, and we saw it on live. On live. That was yeah, that was the 5th of August. So yeah, so that was Spaceship of King Anu. We don't know if we're gonna see more of it later on, or if we're gonna watch some news first. So we're gonna take a look. Maybe something is going on, and I usually watch this one when I don't have anything to do. Like I don't watch it directly. Like when I come home and stuff. But yeah, we have been seeing a lot of stuff here, and yeah, so we can go check news, other news, like we're talking about Revelation and about the earthquake in Jerusalem. Here we're gonna, if you write, if you write here, see here, you see people. It says, I was talking about it. So we start here showing some. So this we have this one here, August 12, Jerusalem and the Dome of Rock destroyed. So this is the prediction. They are doing prediction. The Dome of Rock will be destroyed, and so what happens this week on the night of Av, darkest day in history? So you see, a lot of people are predicting stuff since 2 days ago. So here, destruction of the temple 9 of Av or 4th of August evening. So they expect happening on the temple destroyed. So they do it August 12th, on Monday. So here they're gonna talk war about this one. So that's why they are talking about the war between Iran and Israel will happen on Monday, or earthquake or something like this one. So yeah, just to give you a picture what's going on. So we go to the news. We check here. We have this guy, Israeli guy, was killed today, or he was injured last Tuesday. He was killed today. Mikhail Samara succumbed to his wounds caused by malfunctioning Iron Dome missile Hezbollah attack. So the Hezbollah, they shot the missile, and the missile went to the Iron Dome, activated, and the Iron Dome went on this guy and killed this guy, Israeli man, 27 years. So this is today. So this is times of Israel. So we're gonna read another news. It was sharpnel, interceptor, impact, Jalili. So yeah, that was on Tuesday. So that's Tuesday. What happened today? I believe they have some bombings in Lebanon today, and one was killed. So this one, Hamas leader was killed 7 minutes ago in Israeli drone strike next Sidon. Sidon, this is the city in South Lebanon. So the Israelis are bombing Lebanon, and they have killed a leader, another leader. This is uh, what his name is gonna see. This is didn't say what his name, but they are bombing Lebanon. So yeah, so we see here people. This is the news. People are being dying, are being killing, um, are being killed. Sorry, I cannot speak. I'm so. like astonished, or this war can be ongoing all this time. Yeah. So yeah. So this is the Israeli news are saying this stuff. That's why all this hype. Iran plans to attack Israel on Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av, the 9th of August, meaning the 12th of August, Jewish Day of Disaster Report. Iran plans to attack Israel on Monday when Jews mourn on the laws of the first and second. So the Israelis are behind this rumors, and it went wild on YouTube. We're talking what will happen Monday. So that's why, okay, now we understand. They expect something on Monday because they will be crying, like I said, when Jews will be mourn the loss of first and second temple. So they'll be crying and stuff, and then the Iranians will think it's now best to hit when they are sad and crying, and then you hit them. So this is why they have been talking a lot of this stuff recently. So yeah. So now we know what's going on. So we have seen earthquakes increasing, and we have like five each day with altitude 5.9, 5.0. We had this 5.9 in New Zealand. That's today. That's today, and we had yesterday also an earthquake in Japan, 7.1. No tsunami there, no damages, but it was yeah, seven. It's a big. It's a big earthquake. So yeah, that's all, people. Hopefully, enjoy this one. Blessings.